T-minus 30 seconds. T-minus 20 seconds. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Jigs and Reels Radio KW. We're going to fade this out and get into the mix.
Mix, not
oh,
even
yeah.
The sound of the region.
Here we go. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another show here on CKWR. If you're wondering where the music side of things is, unfortunately, our website is down. So you're going to have to listen to it on online box radio, Alexa, or on TuneIn radio. So I apologize, and I'm sure there's going to be a lot of people pissed that aren't going to be able to get in. So not good at all. Let's see some comments. Nobody's on yet. What's going on? Jeremy James, where is everybody? Tonight's going to be a celebration in a certain sense. If you're watching to us on TikTok, it is the behind the scenes of a radio show here I do in Kitchener-Waterloo. The show is called Jigs and Reels Radio KW. It is the music of Newfoundland. It is not just Newfoundland music. It is the music of Newfoundland. Mr. Paulie Bump, how are you from West Virginia? So our website is down, which kind of sucks. We're having issues with mix985.ca, so you're going to find us on the other apps. The TuneIn Radio app is one of the best ones. Alexa is the other one. But yeah, I'm having a feeling there's going to be a lot of people little upset tonight. That's it. Keep posting that one, please, because that one's free. You don't have to download the app. And of course, if you missed tonight's show, it'll also be on. Jeremy, what's going on, buddy? I know, man. I know. It's not going to be that somber, buddy. We're going to celebrate his life. So yeah, this will be all obviously on Spotify next week. Stephen Meager changed his last name so no one knows who he is. That's right. He's not just going backwards; he's down forward. Hello, Marion. How are you tonight? Oh, got no volume in my headphones. Oh, there we go. Oh, geez, that's too loud. That's good. There we go. Got a couple birthdays tonight, too. New Music Mondays, 6 tracks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 6. Interview with Jenny Mallard. Woo. Gonna be a good night. Well, good evening, Newfoundlanders and those who wish to be. It is I, Dean Clark, on a show here in Kitchener, Ontario, Canada. It is known as the Jigs and Reels Radio KW show. And what it is it the music of Newfoundland? It is not just Newfoundland music. Hell no, it is music of Newfoundland, because we all know that the music of Newfoundland is so diverse. The genres are all over the place. So it cannot be like it used to be, where it was all traditional. Not at all anymore. No. We are live on the behind the scenes on Facebook, TikTok, and of course, YouTube. Jenny Mallard is on the behind the scenes. I get an opportunity to chat with her. It has been 2 years since she's launched her last album, and she finally has a song out. And if you follow her online, she does so many things, thus her being busy, but she's got a new song out in time for Valentine's Day. 6 new tracks on New Music Monday as well. Zealya has a song. It's not necessarily about Valentine's Day, but it's going to be released on Valentine's Day. But I got it here for you tonight. We're going to talk about that a little bit later on. Birthdays as well. We got a couple of good birthdays out there. However, we all know what had happened over the weekend. My post has over 20-some thousand views. Sorry, 120,000 views. It is absolutely incredible, the response that this guy had. We knew he had it when he was alive, and with his wife, Trina. We all know the duo of Corey and Trina. However, tonight, we are going to celebrate the life of not only Corey, who passed away over the weekend, but we're also going to celebrate the life of Trina Fulford, who the two of them together are now playing all the songs, all the hits up above for everybody who has passed before us, my grandparents, your grandparents, anybody. They're up there now playing all their hits. And you know what? Everybody up there is enjoying them. Corey and Trina, Corey Crewe and Trina Fulford are musicians and comedians from St. John's, active for about 25 years, beginning in the early 70s. It was a husband and wife team. They performed throughout all regions of Newfoundland and Labrador and were extremely popular on the island pub scene. One of their best-known songs is, of course, the Northern Lights of Labrador, which was written by Trina's brother, Don Fulford. 1978, there was an album that was released, and this album is known as the Songs for Laughing and Dancing. I have the album in my hand, and we will play that album in its entirety. Why? Because it was released in 1978. But why? It was pretty much one of their best, if not the best, album they ever did from Key Records in 1978. So tonight, for the first little bit, is a tribute to both, not just Trina Fulford, but a man who just passed away at the age of 80 over the weekend. We're talking about Mr. Corey Crewe. Let's kick off tonight's show with the first track off it, shall we? House on the Hill. This is Corey and Trina on Jigs and Reels Radio KW. What's up, doggy? Pronounced Mahar. That's right. It's Steve Meager Mahar. Mahastra. Or we just call him Steve. Or my little lucky leprechaun. That is what he's known as. Kim Hamlin, how are you? Yeah, Mr. Steve is known as my little lucky leprechaun. That's how he is. I got Francie Barrett as my gnome. I got Stevie on here as my leprechaun. I got Dougie on here as my drinking buddy. And yes, I got this stupid cough back again. God damn it. So you know what that means? That's right. It's time for me to crack a Red Bull. That's right. This shit gives you wings. Yum, 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 yum. I ran into Corey once. And 2 years ago, about 2 years ago was the one last time I ran into him. And yeah, what an absolute entertaining feller. Let me tell you. Yeah, he's an interesting feller, I'll tell you. I know, man. You know what I do need there on the rocks? Oh, guys, I need you to follow him, please. On the Rocks NL. He is a feller that keeps up with the Newfoundland scene, loves his whiskey, and works offshore. Man, I tell you, guy does a lot. Hello, Karina Byrne. Thank you for chiming in tonight. So that voice, eh? Hasn't changed. Jigs and Reels Radio KW 98.5, CKWR, now known as Mix 98.5. Corey and Trina began performing in 1973, back in 1975, backed by the Country Ducats. Yeah, that's pretty cool. They recorded some of their most popular tracks at Memorial University of Newfoundland. The album Songs of Newfoundland, Corey and Trina's variety show released on Audat Records, was a mix of traditional East Coast and country music with covers of songs by Chris Christopherson, Hanks Williams Sr., and well as Corey's Confederation Joe. In 1978, their second album, Songs for Laughing and Dancing, was released on Key Records. It was another eclectic mix featuring Conway Twitty cover, two of their own songs, The Wolf is at the Door, and of course, we all know the Northern Lights of Labrador. One of the songs that is on there, track number 2, is none other than Dolly Parton's Coat of Many Colors. Now this is vinyl. Jigs and Rails Radio, KW Mix 98.5.
I go on once again, back to the seasons of my youth.
Yeah, well, you know what? Send me up a bottle. Send me up a bottle. This is Sarah Michelle. Do I know what Maxwell's is? Maxwell's is a bar on University Avenue that I work at. Yeah, do I know you? This is Sarah Michelle. I was actually there on Saturday night. I was working there Saturday night. Coat of many colors. Instead, I'm drinking Red Bull tonight. You know, I gotta have it. How are you, Sarah Michelle? This is the one and only. Maybe I should start, Dougie. I should start polishing off some cigars. That could be a good thing. So on the posts that I had, it was crazy to look at all the comments, and some of the comments I'll talk about tonight. It was absolutely amazing. Like some of the stuff that people were talking about, how, you know, they remembered this when they were kids and all that stuff. And man, I'll tell you, it's 521 so far, and it's viewed 129,000 times. You should, Sarah. There's some good shows coming up. The 22nd is the 2000s video dance. You should come out to that one. John Drake says, sorry to hear Corey's passing. Great entertainers. John, of course, we all know. Mackenzie Critch, Dalton had a piece. I'll talk about Marcia Taps. You know, there was some Donna Lush, Audrey Curtis. How many times they've played at the Harbor View. Man, I tell you. Thanks, Lonzo. Somebody's got to do it, dude. Like, I don't know who else is going to do it. And you know what I'm like. You know what I'm like. Coat of many colors. Listen to that vinyl cracking. Gotta love vinyl, eh? There's nothing like it. Hello, Francie Barrett. Yeah, you know what I mean? That's exactly it. Hey, Vern Hiscock. And that's what everyone's talking about. You know what I mean? Everyone's talking about where they've seen them. Bryant's. Somebody here said, at the Strand. Where else? The Harborview Lounge, Audrey says. You know, it was. Yeah, it was good. They were pioneers. That's for damn sure. They were damn happy people. I'll tell you that. So how is everybody doing tonight? I hear you guys are going to get a nasty snowstorm. We do know that it's going to stop come the 27 days or the however many days I'll be down. You guys know that, right? Because that's when it's going to stop. March the 5th, when I land in Newfoundland, the runway is going to be clear. The sun is going to be shining. There's not going to be any snow on the ground. The lupins are going to start popping out. Oh, yeah. You watch. You watch. And then when I leave on the 10th, it can do whatever the hell it wants down home. Sorry, guys. I'm just saying. That they are. Dick Nolan. All the classics. Yeah, see, The Strand, it's, you know, the reason this album is actually from my parents' collection. The album is from my parents' collection. It was one of the, when I started the show back in 88, it was one of the albums that I had, part of the 32 albums and cassettes that I had back then. That's what this is. So this means a lot to me. Jigs and Reels Radio KW on Mix 98.5. The tribute to not only Crewe, who passed away over the weekend, but also Trina Fulford, also known as Corey and Trina. We are playing the entire album of the songs for dancing and laughing. We're going to continue. Listen to the crackling. It is true vinyl. 1978. This is Hello, Darling on Jigs and Reels Radio KW. Hello, darling. It's been a long time. I would be able to sing this if I didn't have the cold. Yes, thank you, Paulie. Remember, if you're listening to it, you cannot see KWR. Unfortunately, the website is down. So Paul just put up online radio box. That is the link to listen to this because right now, yeah. And if you missed the show, it will be, of course, on the Spotify and all streaming platforms once this gets uploaded, probably on Wednesday. Wednesday is what I'm hoping for. Yes, sir. Paul Delaney. Now, that's got to be a Newfoundlander from Bell Island with the last name of Delaney. But you guys are in for a real special treat tonight. I'm really excited because I've got two versions of Northern Lights of Labrador that I'm going to be playing. One from Dorina Harvey, and the other one I'm going to just wait because I'm not going to spoil the surprise at all. No, I will not. Okay, I got that. Say, me hold you. Now, I remember seeing Conway Twitty back out. Now, Dalton, click on that link that Paul just put up there, and you'll be able to hear it. Oh, yeah. Ba-boom, boom. Jigs and Reels Radio KW on Mix 98.5. The tribute tonight to not only Crewe, who passed away over the weekend at the age of 80 years young, but also to Trina, also known as Corey and Trina, who are now playing together once again up in heaven. In 1980, they released Corey and Trina 3. They receded somewhat before moving to Calgary in 1998. Now, Trina died of cancer on July the 5th, 2007 in Calgary. Following her death, Corey published a memoir of their career. Corey and Trina are included in the top 20 of the Down Home Music Poll of favorite Newfoundland songs and musicians of all time. Corey Crewe has released the duo's entire music catalog plus 2 compilations on CD as he wished to keep Trina's music alive, which he did well. A DVD of various live appearances of Corey and Trina has been released as a tribute to Tina. And of course, we all know Corey did pass away on February 8th at the age of 80. So the post that I did, a lot of people were making comments. Donna Lush, oh my God, what a sin. I love them. They were playing it. It was my 7th anniversary, and they put us in their act, said happy anniversary to us, and had a great time. Now we are married 7 years. That was congratulations on that. Or I wouldn't say 7 years. That was the 7th anniversary. Dave Lockyer, I knew Corey and Trina early 80s. They were so cool. I seen them at the Strand Lounge many times. They will truly be missed. They were a good team together. What else? We've got some other stuff here from Charlie Osmond. Sad to hear. We had lots of fun dancing to the music at the Fogo Island Motel, the Strands, Bryant's, Paulette, who, her parents saw them numerous times. Everybody from, Trinity Bay area, I'll tell you. Earl Tuck, we love going to watch them and have a dance or two whenever they were in our area. Now they are playing in heaven, entertaining all their fans. It's gone before them. Our condolences go out to Corey's family. Trina is fondly remembered as well. Earl and Judy Tuck. The list goes on. There's over 150 comments on this. And so wherever you had a chance to see Corey and Trina, you know what? Keep that close to your heart, because those are memories you want to save. These guys are pioneers in Newfoundland music. You have to admit that. If there was ever a walk of fame on George Street, Water Street, wherever in Newfoundland, these 2 names would be one of the first 5 to go up, in my opinion. And tonight we're celebrating both Corey and Trina off of the album that I have in my hand from 1978. It's called The Songs for Laughing and Dancing, Corey and Trina. Let's continue on, shall we? This one is the traditional jig, track number 6 on side 1 on Jigs and Reels Radio, KW Mix 98.5. Yeah, Jenny, you got to put me on your next album for the whistling, because I can whistle. Anybody else on there knows that I can whistle. I can whistle like this, like with the best of them. How are you feeling, Jenny? Are you feeling like me? You know what? I was 16, 17 when I first went into Bryant's. Man, I'll tell you, that was some fun. I went with my cousin, Mary Margaret St. George. Now Mary Catchpoley. Her and I went down. We met a couple of her friends, and we went in and never got carded because I was always too tall. And you know what Newfoundlanders are like. If you know Francie Barrett, she's a little gnome. So, yeah. So, I was able to get in without any problems. So what are some of your memories there? Guys, I'm sure you've talked to and heard of these guys. What are some of your memories of Corey and Trina? Like I said, I followed him on Facebook, and he always was doing something.
There's 40,000 on my head store at the door. Finance companies on the phone can't answer it no more.
Do I remember that night, Jeremy? Not at all. I was way too young. I remember drinking rum and lambs and Pepsi. Well, we're going to have a good laugh tonight, Jenny. We're just going to sit here and cough, and you're going to cough, and then I'm going to cough, and then everyone else on the other side is going to cough because It's addictive. Coughing is addictive. It's like yawning. Darcy Scott over on the TikTok side. How are you, sir? Glad you chimed in tonight. I hope you got your pool cue ready there, Mr. Darcy Scott, because Mackenzie Critch and I are going to school you on how to play. Just so you know, Darcy.
Got a mortgage on the house for 25 years. It'll cost £100,000 by then. The income tax man wants $900 to put me in the pen. Yes, the wolves are knocking at our door. And they
You got to admit, though, some of the stuff they wrote, eh? Turn my head and cough. Okay, Doc. Yeah, they did release a lot of great songs. Confederation Square, Go Brush Your Teeth, Joey Smallwood. Oh, yeah. On the cover of the Newfoundland Herald. Think I do remember Someone Resembles You passed out on the pool table. No, that would have been my dad. If you would have known my dad was a good pool player. I could probably kick his ass now, but, you know. I haven't picked up a pool cue in forever. So Darcy, you know, I might let you win the first game, and then I might let Mackenzie win the second game, but then game on. Then it's game on. Whoa! Oh, did they? Oh, I would hope they would. I bet you saw them on. Sorry, I got to do my vinyl here, so I'm sorry you got to look at my ass. I work out. Yeah, I know. We still got turntables here in the studio. It's kind of cool. Yeah, we still got turntables in this place. Vern! He was quite a character. I think your mom will let you do the oranges and the apples. And after you're done doing beer pong, Darcy, with your dad and Reagan, you can use those then too. You know, that's one thing Corey was always about. Every time that I saw him online, he was always doing something in honor of Trina. He and Trina were very tight, and yeah, I think certain issues kind of took play in years ago, and with her passing, and it's hard to believe though she's been gone that long. Jigs and Reels Radio KW on Mix 98.5. It is the tribute to Corey Crewe, the one half of the Corey and Trina duo, the dynamic duo, the OGs, the goats of Newfoundland music, I would say. Early 70s, mid 70s, into the late 70s, they were pioneers, absolutely pioneers of Newfoundland music. And we are playing the entire album, Songs for Laughing and Dancing, on tonight's show in celebration of both Corey and Trina, whose lives changed a lot of ours. The album that I have is actually from my parents' collection. So when I started the show at age of 17, back in 1988, that was one of the albums that definitely got a lot of airplay. So it takes me back to when I started playing songs like that and remembering, you know, being home in Newfoundland and hearing the song, obviously the Northern Lights of Labrador, on the radio station, you know, on CHVO, I think so, yeah, VOCM and Carboneer. And of course, then me starting the show back in '88. So that's my connection to Corey and Trina. I met Corey once, and he's a very, very eccentric individual. Spoke very highly of Trina, obviously, and missing her tremendously. But he had an unreal talent. And like I said, it's really cool to see all the comments that are on the Facebook page about where they saw them or their first time or when they were a kid and they first heard them. So yeah, so that, you know what, when that happened, that's what I do. It was one of those things where all of a sudden I'm like, nah, you know what, I have no choice. So tonight is the tribute to Corey and Trina, both of them celebrating their lives and sellout shows up in heaven. I'm sure of it. I am sure of it. They've got a little spot in their corner over there, and I'm sure A. Frank Willis and Dick Nolan and Harry Hibbs are all waiting to get up on stage with him too, but it's Corey's time. So again, Corey passed away over the weekend at the age of 80. Corey and Trina were part of the Newfoundland Herald, and we all know who Pam Party is. That's it, CHVO. Pam Party, we all know who she is. Worked for the Newfoundland Herald, and she actually interviewed both Corey and Trina. No one did it like Corey and Trina, from touching ballads to fun stuff like their own version of a Dr. Hook classic. The Herald remembers this dynamic duo. Corey and Trina were not only musical magic on stage, they were a couple off it as well. They worked so well together in comedy, music, and in life that they even combined their names when their daughter came along, lovingly and adorably naming her Corina, which, of course, we all know there's a song called Corina, Corina. The cover of the Herald, we chatted with Corey and took a little trip down memory lane. What was it like back then to be such a big part of Newfoundland and Labrador's culture in the music industry, we asked. Thanks, Pamela. And hello to all the readers of the Newfoundland Herald and all the viewers of NTV. It's nice to be asked. So thanks. It goes back a long ways, I guess, although it seems like yesterday. But I met Trina in 1970. And we began really full-time performing in 73, he shared. One of the duo's first recordings was a song they were doing on stage to much fanfare, and that was the cover of the Newfoundland Herald. Corey laughs as he remembers back. The reason why I wrote that song, and I didn't write it, of course, it's the cover of the Rolling Stone, which I then changed to the cover of the Newfoundland Herald. But I did it for a reason. I wanted to get in the door of NTV and onto the Herald. And the way of doing it is to just change the words in that song. Of course, it was a smart move because not only did we make it on the cover of the Newfoundland Herald, it also got me in the door with Mr. Jeff Sterling. And we became friends and we got a TV show out of it. So the Newfoundland Herald remake was the first song that really put us on the map, thanks to you guys and NTV. We're going to play a couple more tracks. Again, music in celebration of none other than Corey Crewe. 80 years young, passed away over the weekend. Now playing music once again with Trina Fulford up above. This is the Tiny Red Lights, their version on Jigs and Reels Radio KW on Mix 98.5. So those that are on here that are not old enough to kind of remember hanging out with the guys, I got Jay Taylor of Morty's. They tuned in for the first little bit. Kind of cool. That's pretty exciting. I spent some time there yesterday, Dana and I and Hunter, watching the Super Bowl. For the night, the Doryman favorite, we all know. See, these are the memories I want you guys to have when you're listening to this. This is what it's about, right? Hello, Brian. Thank you. You know what? Without Corey and Trina, there wouldn't be Newfoundland music like there is. If you're following here on TikTok, if you're just joining me, by the way, this is the music side of it. This is the audio, this is the live behind the scenes. Like we do over here to this side on Facebook and YouTube. You're on TikTok. Usually, hey Mike, which are you listening on? Because our website is down. Are you on the online radio box or are you on oh shit, what's that one there? The app. Tune in radio. Which one are you on there, Mike? Mike's over on the other side listening in on the radio side of things. Listen to that vinyl. Man. You know what's funny is it's one of those things where I have this on the radio station on Live 365. And this came on the other day, and I was just like, holy Hannah. Man, I tell you. You're right, Mike. This was when music of Newfoundland was music. Because you got to remember, this was in 1978. So who else was around in 1978? Jeremy, you know. Rex Hemian. Right? Dave and Aubrey. The list goes on. Dick Nolan. Right? Edison Williams back then. So it was very traditional in the Newfoundland country sense of things and traditional. No one broke out of it. The Ducats were kind of the rockish sort of style, but Newfoundland music, even back then, had many genres to choose from. Not as many as they do now. Newfoundland music, the genres of, there is a class, a genre of every performer that I've come across in Newfoundland right now. And you bring up a good point. The go brush your teeth? Yeah. I wonder if you could get away with that now, going up to somebody, you know. Huh. Hey, go brush your teeth. I'm speaking because of Corey and Trina. I wonder if you could do that. And yes, Roy Payne, you're right. You're right. The bubbles in the glass, my favorite. Of course, Bingo in Another World. Come on. Jigs and Reels Radio KW on Mix 98.5. It is the tribute to Corey, Crewe, and Trina Fulford. Corey passing away over the weekend on the 8th at the age of 80 at the Miller Center. Was it a year ago? I remember him posting, and I guess he was either had to look for a new place to live, and he posted on Facebook, and the response was overwhelming. The guy was humble as humble can be, I'll tell you that, because again, who would go on and say, hey, listen, I need a new place to live, and bam, the response and the comments and everybody helping him out was unbelievable. But then again, that's the Newfoundland community. We all know that. We all know that. All right, remember, the website to CKWR is down, mix985.ca. You can find us on the online radio box. Search CKWR. You can also find us on TuneIn Radio, Alexa. You can also, if you're on the behind the scenes right here on TikTok, Facebook, and YouTube, welcome. If it's your first time listening, hey, thank you for joining in. This is the celebration of both Corey and Trina, and we're playing the entire album of the songs for Laughing and Dancing from 1978. Unbelievable. Iconic Newfoundlander performer Crewe of Corey and Trina has died. This was taken from the CBC on February 10th. Crewe, the surviving half of the legendary Newfoundland husband and wife musical duo Corey and Trina, has died. He died on February 8th at the Miller Center at the age of 80. Corey will be remembered for his quick wit, love of music, and deep devotion to family and friends. He was a man of faith whose kindness and humor left a lasting impact on everyone who had the joy of knowing him. Crewe was born in Northern Arm and raised in Graham Bank. He and his wife, Trina Fulford, who were high school sweethearts, performed musical comedy duo known as Corey Trina. They acted on stage for decades. The pair also released 4 albums. We all know that. Of course, have you ever seen the Land and Sea episode with Corey and Trina? If not, I will post that on my Facebook page and Instagram. Do take a look at that. That will move you, especially after this weekend. I always wanted to be an entertainer, and she wanted to do it just as bad as I did. She wanted to sing and be on stage. And of course, I was in my glee to have a partner that wanted to be like me, he said last year. I was always happy on stage because she was happy on stage. The two of us, we portrayed that to the audience. We're talking about none other than Mr. Corey Crewe. We got one final song before we get into the 3 songs. The Brewmasters are on the behind the scenes, and they're talking about go brush your teeth. No, seriously, like go brush your teeth because, I can smell it from here. My Lord, my Lord, my Lord. Go on. This is Corey and Trina, the tribute. Jigs and Reels Radio.
I was always just so neat. I figured every girl in town I could sweep off her feet. On me first date, I felt so proud and I felt so sweet.
Ready?
Said, "Oh, brush your teeth." But not long after they then married me. And when I pulled the street back, I said, "Oh, brush your teeth."
There was on here not too long ago. Where was this? Where I got to look on here. Hey, Mundy Pond Skeet. What's going on? Nothing, bud. Same old. Go brush your teeth. Jackson, welcome to the show. Jackson on TikTok. So are you guys doing okay? You guys are ever, I wonder, you know what I mean? Like when my grandparents, my grandpa and grandma up in Eganville, my mom's parents, they had false teeth. And I remember when they put the false teeth in the water and they put the Polident in it. I'm trying to watch it coming off, and I still never understood it. And yet they put it back in their mouth, and I'm like, that can't be good. Jigs and Reels Radio, KW Mix 98.5. We're talking about brushing your teeth, and of course, Polident always does wonders. Crystal Lay, hello, Doug Fry. I know, right? Isn't that funny? We got the TikTok on the behind the scenes. We got the Facebook and the YouTube. Spread the word, ladies and gentlemen. The more, the merrier. Let's have some fun here on the behind the scenes. Coming up, we still have the 6 songs out of our New Music Monday, and you're not going to be disappointed because I'll tell you, I got one today from Twin Brooks, and I'm really excited about playing that track. Quote the Raven is in there. Jason R. Martin doing a Luke Cox track. Troy, as well as Zealya and Grayscout. Again, new music on New Music Monday. There's about 4 more that I could have added, but I'm waiting until next week. Damien Follett, another one from Lucas Snow, as well as I'm trying to think of the guy's name. But that'll be on next week's show, the New Music Monday. I also have a chat with Jenny Mallard coming up in about 15 minutes. She's feeling under the weather, so we won't be talking for too long because she's got to get over and get into that whiskey. Because I know she's already diving into the whiskey. She's, the hot toddies. So we'll see what she's like when we get her on the air. 2 years since her last release, and I'm excited about playing her unreleased track called Make Believe. It is going to be aired for the very first time tonight when we talk to her. So this was taken from the obits of Mr. Corey Crewe. It is with deep sadness that we announce the passing of Corey Gladstone Crewe, who passed peacefully on February 8th, 2025 at the Miller Center at the age of 80. Corey was born in Northern Arm and raised in Grand Bank, Newfoundland, where he developed his deep love for music, comedy, and storytelling. He was a born entertainer, best known as one half of the beloved musical comedy duo Corey and Trina. Performing across Newfoundland and Labrador from the 1970s to the 1990s, Corey and his wife Trina brought laughter and music to audiences throughout the province, releasing 4 albums together. After Trina's passing in 2007, Corey continued to share his passion for music, releasing several solo recordings and creating tribute media celebrating the Corey and Trina era. In addition to his musical career, Corey was also a dedicated teacher, shaping young minds in Alberta and Winnipeg from the 1990s until his retirement in 2021. Corey will be remembered for his quick wit, love of music, and deep devotion to family and friends. He was a man of faith whose kindness and humor left a lasting impact on everyone who had the joy of knowing him. His family, especially his granddaughter, Ella, was always at the center of his heart. The bond they shared was one of unwavering devotion, filled with laughter, joy, and deep affection. Corey's love for Ella was constant, and the relationship was one of the greatest joys of his life. Corey leaves behind his loving daughter, Corina Byrne, husband David, and cherished granddaughter, Ella Byrne. He is also survived by his brother, Andy Crewe, wife Dawn, sisters Marilyn Mercer, late Jack Mercer, and Elaine Williams, husband Charles Williams, as well as several nieces and nephews, and special friend and companion, Donna Wall. Corey is now at peace, reunited with his beloved wife, Trina, and his parents, George and Pearl Crewe. Cremation has taken place. Visitations will be held at Call's Funeral Home on the Martian Road, St. John's, on Wednesday, February the 12th from 2 to 4 p.m. and 7 to 9 p.m. Funeral Mass will take place at Our Lady Queen of Families Parish, formerly St. Peter's, on Ashford Drive in Mount Pearl, Thursday, February the 13th at 10:30 a.m. Flowers are accepted. Alternatively, donations can be made to the Miller Center Palliative Care Unit. Corey's laughter, music, and love will forever be carried in our hearts. Talking about Mr. Corey Crewe of Corey and Trina, who passed away at the age of 80 over the weekend. May you keep on playing, and Corey, may you see the Northern Lights from up there, because I'm sure they're as beautiful as they are down in Newfoundland. Tough one every now and then, you know what I mean? I can only do so much and spread the love as much as I can. Now we all know that I'm going to play two more tracks of Northern Lights of Labrador. One is going to be done by, we all know, Trina Harvey Band, but there's one more that I'm going to sneak in tonight that no one knows, has never done it before, and I'm going to play it tonight. Hello, Ada Langer. How are you now? It's one of Paul Bump's favorite favorite songs from Trina Harvey. But Paul, I have a feeling you might get trumped. Hello, 16767, Newfoundland Republic. Hey. Thank you for chiming in on the Talk of the Tick. Good to have you on. Boys, I love your shit that you got on there. The history of some of the stuff you got on, man, I absolutely love it. So I'm on TikTok, and there's this page, Newfoundland NFLD Republic. You gotta follow it. I absolutely love looking at the shit. Seriously. No, man, you guys got it going on. Because I love looking at the history of that stuff. Oh, definitely 1, 2, 3. This is the one I can remember when my parents had their anniversary dance in Newfoundland years ago. Even Nana Pop, I would say Nana Pop's 40th anniversary. And when this song came on, and yeah, I can always remember him dancing. You know what I mean? Those are memories. Those are memories that are ingrained in the mind. And now that Corey is passed, it's, you know, hey, thanks a lot, dude. Are you listening in, or are you just on the behind the scenes? Online Box Radio is where you can listen to it free, or on Alexa, okay? Or on Alexa. Because that's where you'll be able to hear the music. Or wait until Wednesday, Thursday when it'll get on Spotify. Hello, Fitzy. You're just in time in 2 songs. See those lights that shine. Ha! I'm sure it is, Ada. You betcha. I'll do it here in a minute on my other phone. Got 3 phones on the go. Jigs and Rails Radio KW on Mix 98.5. It is the tribute to Corey Crewe, also Corey and Trina. That was the Northern Lights of Labrador. Now, I don't regularly do this, but I want to, because Northern Lights of Labrador, just like Bob Porter, Ghost Out in the Fog, just like, you know, I'm an Islander, I'm a Newfoundlander, born in, you know, and of course, we can never forget about Heave Away. Can we? No. By the way, of course, the Newfoundland Regiment, which is the new hockey team and the new name of the hockey team, I think it's fantastic. If anybody knows who is on that committee, please hook me up, because I want to be the voice on that Jumbotron. Serious to God, because I'm already the voice on the Newfoundland Rogues Jumbotron. And that's why I'm wearing the jersey tonight, if you guys have seen it behind. If anybody knows it, but they're talking about the regiment, and they're talking about their goal song. A lot of people, I'm sure, talked about, you know, Heave Away. That was my vote, just so y'all know. But going back to the Northern Lights of Labrador, one of the most recognizable songs and the most beautiful songs to dance to. I don't know how many weddings, Newfoundland weddings I've done here in Ontario as a DJ, that song had to get played. Now, there's 2 other versions that are out now. Well, one is about to be heard for the very first time on the air tonight. This is Paul Bump's favorite. We are talking about none other than Trina Harvey Band and a song called Northern Lights of Labrador. This one always gives me chills.
Oh, beneath the northern stars since the day that I was born. From the Caribbean
Oh.
to New Orleans, I've been inclined to run.
Okay, I'm sending you that message there now on the TikTok.
And thought I'd seen no more till I saw those lights that shine so bright in the skies of Labrador. This place I've heard in every word.
It's in your inbox there, brother. It's in your inbox there.
And cold
Listen to this. Oh, yeah, a little bit of goosebumpies. Now, usually it's on mix985.ca, but because we're having issues with the website, that's why I sent you that one. Okay, boss? Oh.
It's the northern lights that shine so bright in the skies of Labrador. Those northern lights that shine so bright.
I think I'm going to go on can number 2. Oh, I know, eh? And a single spotlight. Remember that, Paul? A single spotlight. Everybody knows the words.
I cast my eyes to those sparkling skies, and I can see once more those northern lights that shine so bright in the skies of Labrador. But sometimes when I'm down and there's no one around,
I was just gonna say, sitting down in North Carolina, no one would have ever heard of this song ever.
I stroll outside and I gaze at the sky, and I'm no.
And the story behind this song, though, the story behind this song when she gets up on stage and talks about it is so moving. And she talks about how oh my God, Don Fulford was talking about, gave her the blessing to do this song, and obviously there would be no issues whatsoever. It's Trina freaking Harvey, man. Like, seriously.
My time it will come.
But yes, I agree. When she does this live, she's in her bare feet, guitar, and I'll tell you, the tears that come down her eyes after singing this song are real. And there is not a dry eye, especially if she plays in Canada, there is not a dry eye in the house when she sings this song. And I think the same goes for a lot of people when they hear this song. Again, the memories, right? The memories. For me, it's my grandparents. It's Nan and Pop. It's Bill and Margaret Clark. It's that. This is how I remember it. And the songs that came on, man. I bet it does. It's just the whole... Like, listen to that. It's so powerful. And from the heart. Lights.
That shines so bright in the skies of Labrador.
Jigs and Reels Radio KW on Mix 98.5. Trina Harvey Band doing Northern Lights of Labrador. I'm going to play one more version of this, and I just got this. If I look at my time that I got this, it was last night. No, was it today? Or was it last night? It was last night at 9 o'clock is when I got this from Mr. David Fitzpatrick. And we're talking about none other than Miss Asetha Power. We all know the magnitude and the vocals and the beauty of her voice. I have never heard this song. And I'll tell you, we're going to find out right now, because it is none other than the Northern Lights of Labrador, done by Asetha Power. Brand new.
By the northern star since the day that I was born, from the Caribbean been inclined to roam, and the beauty I've seen, the places I've been, I thought I'd see no more, till I saw the lights that shine so bright in the stars of Labrador.
Beautiful, Asita. Wow.
Those northern lights that shine so bright when the night is cold and clear. The snow is bright from the pale moonlight, and silence fills the air. I cast my eyes to the sparkling skies, and I can see once more those northern lights that shine so bright in the skies of Labrador.
Wow.
This place I go, everyone is far away and cold. But I have found in this beautiful town a treasure rich as gold. Those dancing lights with their colors so bright, each night as I look through my door. Those northern lights that shine so bright in the skies of Labrador.
This is incredible.
Sometimes when I'm down, there's no one around to
Oh my God.
I stroll outside and I gaze at the sun, and I'm no longer blue.
God love you, Asita.
The night is still as I drink up my fill, as if I'd see no more.
Oh, yeah.
The
The one and only.
so bright in the skies of Labrador.
Jenny, I'm calling you in about 5 minutes.
My time
Once this song's done, we'll get in the commercials.
like everyone when I must say goodbye. I feel so sad as I look at the plane as it soars throughout the sky, and I think of the time when I can see that
I got Hillary on the other side, who was born and raised in Labrador. I can only imagine how many times you've seen the Northern Lights. This.
and see the lights that shine so bright in the skies.
If I had a microphone, I'd be dropping it. Oh. Now that. Jigs and Reels Radio KW on Mix 98.5. That is the first time you have heard that song. I just got it. Fitzy just finished putting the final touches on it, and now you get to hear it. That is Asita Powers' version of Northern Lights of Labrador. Asita says on the behind the scenes, my mother is in her glee. She used to play it on accordion when going through chemo. Goosebumps. Hope you enjoyed that tribute to Crewe. Corey and Trina. Corey passed away over the weekend at the age of 80. Played the entire album of Corey and Trina's songs for laughing and dancing. from 1978. Again, a gentleman that is surely going to be missed, but his memory will live on the show, in our hearts, and in his music. We'll be back with the chat with Miss Jenny Mallard. Hold on.
Hey, it's me, groundwater, your drinking water. I can get pretty salty from all that excess salt we spread on the ground. So let's try to use a little less salt this winter. Shovel first. Chop up the ice. And if colder than -10, salt won't work, so switch to sand for traction.
Oh, hello!
We're at Region of Waterloo.
How's it going?
Good, how are you? All right, here we go. We're going to go right into it, Jenny. Woohoo!
All right.
Jigs and Reels Radio, KW on Mix 98.5 on the telephone lines. It is such a great honor and a pleasure to have my good friend, I like to call her my sister or cousin. We're talking about Jenny Mallard. Jenny, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me.
So you heard a bit of the Corey and Trina tribute. What is some of the memories that you have with Corey and Trina? Because I'm sure you've heard their songs being down home and everything like that.
Absolutely. So my fondest memory is waking up at the cabin on Saturdays and listening to their beautiful, beautiful songs on the radio. Absolutely. Being surrounded by family and listening to that song and their songs is just absolutely brings back so many memories.
See, and that's what I liked, and that's what I wanted to do about that tonight, because again, he is such an icon, and I know people are doing bits and pieces of the celebration and the the remembrance, and that is an album that I have that brought back memories for me. And I today I was like, no, I'm going to play the entire album tonight. So I'm glad you enjoyed it. I'm glad everyone else out in there enjoyed it as well. Now, Jenny, let's talk about you. 2 years since your last album. What has Jenny Mallard been doing in those 2 years?
I've been cooking up a couple things.
Yeah.
I've been songwriting and just playing live and just really focusing on the next step and the next chapters in my career. So yeah, it's been a little while, but good things take a little bit of time. So.
It's a marathon. It's not a sprint. If anybody knows who Jenny Mallard is, and if you ever have a chance to see her, she will be the first one to run up to you and jump and hug you and squeeze you. And I don't know, sometimes it's like you and I run into each other, the earth shakes because our hugs are so powerful. It's like we haven't seen each other in so long, and then all of a sudden we just catch up, and we like no time has passed at all between you and I. And I remember talking with you when you first launched this first album and watching you grow. And obviously now you've got a man in your life.
Maybe.
Yeah. And I see the post, and you are so happy. And I love seeing you in that element. And it's so good to see. And I'm glad to see you're very, very happy and back to writing again. Let's take a step back. You've obviously been playing in a couple of places and everything like that. Where are you playing over the next little bit, or are you on stage anywhere?
Yeah, so I'm playing a couple different shows. I'm coming up at the Rec Room on March 14th, so I'm doing that. And I'm also doing, I'm playing your show.
Yes.
Alex Rum Bay. And yeah, so we're doing that for the International Women's Day. I'm also doing a Lilith Bear tribute for International Women's Day too, the Black Sheep. So yeah, they're coming up now, and if anyone wants to check out those dates, you can check out my Instagram or my Facebook and follow along for the journey. That's
it. Now, the first song that I remember listening was from the Into the Deep album, was Launch Forth. What caught me was the album, the video to this. And that was the moment when I went, no, I have to get in touch with this Jenny. And I first remembered calling you Mallard, and you corrected me in a big way, went, no, just think of the duck. I'm like, okay. So Jenny Mallard, and we connected ever since then. The video, when you hear that song Launch Forth, and the video, what goes through your mind 2 years later listening to it and watching it?
Well, I think the video, like, so I don't know if you know this, but everyone in the music video had some kind of connection with me. So it was my friends, my family, you know, and like all my music videos, I just kind of rope in whoever will, whoever's willing. And of course, my cousin Robin, her 2 little babies are in it, her twin babies. And that's really all I think about, is just it being such a memoir for like that point in my life, but then also like it encapsulated like a bunch of my family and friends and like really who I am as a person. So
let's give it a listen to. This is the one that I remember fondly, is the launch forth from Into the Deep, Jenny Mallard, before we get into her brand new song, Jigs and Reels Radio KW. Yeah, your vocal range in this song still blows me away. No, this is my favorite song out of the whole album. And this, anybody on the background, please do Into the Deep on Spotify, anywhere, because it's all there. Her vocals are so cool in this. And I think I remember playing it for the first time, and we talked a bit about like Tori Amos and a Sarah McLachlan sound. Yeah.
It's definitely, if you like this one, I think you're gonna like the next one.
Oh, really? Oh, well, it goes without saying. Come on. It's Jenny freaking Mallard. I'm excited to seeing you. I can't wait. It's you know, there's so many people that I enjoy seeing, and you're one of them. And I love hanging out with you. I love your energy. It's so infectious. And when you and I are in a room, somebody has said this to me before, going, are you related? Because you guys are just so hyper.
I love that. I absolutely love that.
And I say, well, mine.
You know, we can be very interesting.
Yeah, exactly. We could be. You know, for me, it's the caffeine pills.
Yeah, that's funny.
Oh. So that was hilarious, though. I remember the video, and I remember about the babies.
Yeah.
And so they're obviously, what are they now? 2 and 3, 2?
Yeah, they're 2. Yeah, they would be.
That's the thing too, right? Now you look at it going, oh my God, they're like 2 years old.
Yeah, almost. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's wild to think about. Yeah. Still memories, right?
Oh, once they get older, they'll be like, yeah, I was in a music video. I was just born, but I was still in a music video.
They were literally in the hospital like a week. Like, I sometimes think, I'm like, how do we pull that off? Like, how do we? It was wild.
Yeah. You should do another one with them in it, and every song out of every album, have them featured in it. So the growth and the progression, you know what I mean, of them growing old, and who knows, you can maybe write a song about it.
Oh yeah. Actually, that's great.
See, I can come up with ideas. I can't write worth a shit, but I can come up with the ideas. And if you ever need a whistler, you know who you can call.
Yeah, your whistle is nuts. It's absolutely fantastic. I wish I could whistle.
Yeah. Well, Dave Fitz is going to do an album. Somebody's got to record me doing a whistling track on it. I can't wait. So one day, I'll get my fame. One day. All right. Jigs and Reels Radio KW Mix 98.5 from her debut album titled Into the Deep. That is Jenny Mallard and a song called Launch Forth. I have her on the phone lines now. Now, over on the TikTok side, this young lady asked Jenny about the student star in that video.
Armand, yeah.
Yeah, Rhonda Pittman asked about that one. So do you know Rhonda Pittman?
Oh, I do.
She's your biggest fan. Now, Rhonda, we're going to fight over that because I'm her biggest fan too, Rhonda. So you and I, we're going to rumble about that. But I think there's lots of room to be Jenny's biggest fans. And I think after this next song, we're going to have you have a lot more fans. Where can people find you on socials?
Yeah, so Instagram is Jenny Mallard, Facebook is Jenny Mallard Music, and TikTok is Jenny Mallard too.
All right.
And same thing with YouTube too.
Oh, you're on the tube. She's on the tube. And of course, Spotify, your album is on Spotify and all streaming platforms. Now, this song called Make Believe, it is just in time for Valentine's Day. Give us the background on this song.
Yeah, so I wrote this song coming from a really good place and just wrote it about like the realness and the rawness of love and just how like I think I accidentally wrote my own wedding song. But it's very much like it's very much like love is like a fairy tale, but it's not at the same time, and encapsulating how that looks in my relationship currently, and how like basically I never thought that true love existed, and I had a lot of really toxic relationships, so they were really unhealthy for me. So I kind of gave up on the idea of love, and then I found my partner, and it took me a while to write this song because I wanted to make it perfect for him, and yeah, so I think it turned out pretty okay.
Oh.
And, for you guys to hear it.
I love how I think it turned out pretty okay. I don't know, but we're going to listen to it right now. So Jenny, introduce this song for us, please, so I can crank the crap out of it here in the studio.
You're listening to Make Believe by Jenny Mallard.
You, my friend, have a great evening and get well.
Thank you so much.
All right, we'll see you in a few weeks.
Thank you.
Woo!
Bye.
See you later. Bye.
If I ever wake up from this dream we call life, oh, what a night it has been. 'Cause we built a castle with dollar store lights and laughter-filled nights. We called it home. Sorrow, and we'll grow together like the roses you gave me. We'll show each other that love can be easy. And now I can see
God.
that princes exist and that true love's not make-believe.
Wow. Coming up in my New Music Monday, guys. Hold on, I haven't played it yet. Don't worry. Don't worry.
Our story's not over. We've got dragons to slay almost every day of our lives. Our happy ever after has kitchen
Travis, stop.
table bills and soda pop spills. There's highs and lows. Babe, we both know
Gorgeous. Gorgeous, Jenny.
that we'll grow together like the roses you gave me. We'll show each other that love can be easy. And now I can see princes exist and that true love's not make-believe.
Wow. Oh, hands down.
We've got storybook features and enchanted creatures.
Didn't you play my brother new song recently? She Just Be Living. Which song? Play my brother new song. You got to tell me which brother that is. I got a lot of brothers. Oh, this is beautiful. Oh, that was last week, 2 weeks ago. Last week, 2 weeks ago. CB Alley Finn. Yeah, I did. I think we all love Jenny Mallard. For you, Jenny.
Love can be easy, and now I can see
gorgeous. Jigs and Reels Radio KW, Mix 98.5. That is brand new music. Wow, from Jenny Mallard. And the song's called Make Believe. And it's funny because we just listened to, not funny but funny strange, because we listened to Launch Forth just before that. And the difference and the power in the vocals on this Make Believe. There was a, what's the word? I don't want to say maturity to it, but she certainly comes off across a lot more confident, a lot more powerful in this song. My gosh. If anybody is getting married anytime soon, that has got to be one of your favorite songs to pick for your wedding song. It's called Make Believe. It is going to be released on Friday. You have just heard it here. An emotional growth. Yes, that is it. Okay, Rhonda, we can share the #1 fan now. Rhonda Pittman just said an emotional growth. I absolutely, can I take that? Because I really like that. Emotional growth. Jenny, that was crazy. I absolutely loved it. Loved it. Jenny, by the way, will be part of the Dildo Brewery International Women's Day celebration of women in Newfoundland music. 25 musicians are going to be taking part over 3 days, March 7th, 8th, and 9th. Unfortunately for us, Angie Reed is in Dominican. Damn her. She sent me a picture of them drinking on the pool bar. Craziness. So she's not on tonight, but we did talk about what's going to happen. It is going to be basically a first come, first serve. I'm going to be releasing the schedule later this week. Start planning it. March 7th, 8th, and 9th. It is 3 days of music at the Dildo Brewery, celebration of women in Newfoundland music. I am flying down to do this because I want to, and it needs to be recognized, and I am so excited. So we're going to be back with some more great music because that's what we do here on Jigs and Reels Radio KW.
In your home or an investment project, Eva is ready to help. Professional advice, extensive market expertise, and Canada's best in real estate. Eva Munn, Remax Twin City Realty, all the confidence you need. Serving Kitchener, Waterloo, and Cambridge, contact evamunch.com.
Did you know in Waterloo Region, 1 in 10 households face food insecurity every day? You can help change that by becoming a monthly donor to the Food Bank of Waterloo Region. As an Eat 365 supporter, your monthly commitment ensures nutritious meals every day of the year for neighbors in need. Plus, the Food Bank can provide 2 meals for every dollar you give. Sign up today at thefoodbank.ca/eat365.
All right, and we're back here on Jigs and Reels Radio KW and on Mix. Oh, hey, what's this? What's this? Oh, we all know what this is, don't we? If you've never heard this before. That is right. It is time for New Music Monday here on Jigs and Reels Radio KW on Mix 98.5. That means I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 6 songs tonight in tonight's New Music Monday, and they are not going to be disappointing at all because they never do. They never are disappointing. No, not at all. So tonight, it has been a while since we've heard from this guy to kick off the New Music Monday. He goes by the name of Troy. Song is called Take Your Shoes Off. So when you come in my house, take your damn shoes off. Leave them at the door. Oh, he's got a tingle in his toes. Jigs and Reels Radio, New Music Monday. Wow!
Shoes off and dance on the floor. I guess we'll do it some more. When the music's all right.
Just a bit there, Mr. Ryan Edwards.
Come along, bring on your friends. Tell them all,
What is the happy track?
When the music's all right, you can boogie all night. Grab your sound of partner, or hang on to a friend.
It's got that nice 50s vibe to it.
Doesn't matter. It's easy to pretend. Yeah. Take your shoes off and dance on the floor.
Whoa!
If you like it,
There's a lot of stomping going on. Sorry, if you gotta look at my ass.
boogie all night. Come along, bring all your friends. Tell them all the fun never ends.
I just gotta remember not to forget my album.
Boogie all night, boogie.
Oh, so that's why you're impatient, Ryan. I see how that works.
It's contagious. I'm sounding kind of disease.
This catchy. Yeah, this is catchy. I like this. Hello, Michelle. I'm free.
Take your shoes off. Take your shoes off. It's all right. We can boogie all night. Come along, bring all your friends.
Wow.
Tell them all the fun never ends. When the music's all right. We can boogie all night. Take your shoes off and dance on the floor. If you like it, do it some more. And the music's all right.
It's pretty catchy.
Take your shoes off. Take your shoes off. Take your boogie. Come along. Come along. Take your boogie. Take your shoes off. Take your boogie. Take your shoes off. Take your boogie.
Jigs and Reels Radio KW Mix 98.5. That is brand new music from a guy by the name of Troy. You didn't take your shoes off. Oh, excuse me. Pardon me. Those are the beans. 7:27 here on Jigs. Oh, that was funny. I was not expecting that. That comes up. I'll tell you, that comes up secretly. You know, those are the beans. Let's continue on, shall we? So this guy has played for a very long time here in Ontario. Really excited to see him back in the saddle again. This was his original song back in the day from his first album. But now he gets to do it with a legend named Jason R. Martin. We're talking about Luke Cox, Jason R. Martin, and a song called You'll Find Me. On Jigs and Reels Radio KW, Mix 98.5. That tribute, Aline, was done from 6 until 7. I started actually off with it tonight. You missed out, but I will be doing it on Spotify. The show will be uploaded on Spotify and all streaming platforms. I'd say probably about Wednesday, Thursday. And you'll find me. Yeah, you'll find me. With a little boy playing that. So, Rhonda, you're going to have to come out. If you're in the Dildo area, come out on March 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, and 9th. Jesus. 7th, 8th, and 9th. Yeah, it was from 6 to 7, Arlene. It was really, really good. Moving, if I must say. And you'll find me. Luke, I know you're on the behind the scenes. It's a great updated version, man. Really, really like this one. Not to say that the original was, you know,
with my toes in the sand, losing track of time, fishing from dusk till
Yeah,
dawn.
I like this one better.
Getting into trouble even though I didn't
It's fresh. It's new. I like that. That's why I like this one.
Patches on my blue jeans and dancing with my rubber boots on. You can find me with a little boy grin and a fishing pole. You can find me out digging for worms by the side of the road. And if I'm late for dinner, don't take it off the table. I'll come and get it when I'm ready and able. Just look under that little bridge
And you'll find me.
What fun we could have if we were 10 years old all over again. Call all our buddies and email Harry Potter and tell Huckleberry Finn.
How fun was this, Luke, recording this again with Jason? Because I know you play this with the band and stuff, but to record it again and to play the drums on this track with Jason, what was it like?
Don't you take it off the table. I'll come and get it when I'm good and ready and able. Just look under that little bridge
And you'll find me.
That's where you'll find.
Jigs and Reels Radio KW Mix 98.5. That is brand new music, redone. Jason R. Martin, Luke Cox, and a song called You'll Find Me. Luke wrote that track many years ago. Many years ago. And unbelievable. He upgraded it. And I said this on the behind the scenes. It's 2025. And what was it? It was 19 or 2000, mid-2000s, Luke, that you released the You'll Find Me. This is a nice updated version. It's happy. It's in your face. Man, it's a really good, really well done. Jason R. Martin, a legend already. Luke Cox, amazing singer-songwriter, and a song called You'll Find Me. Quote the Raven is our next one up. Quote the Raven takes to the Ontario tour starting on the 13th. They will be playing up in Ottawa at the Red Bird Live, St. Paul's United Church in Scarborough. And then February 16th in Hamilton at Mills Hardware. They were going to play in Sonic Hall on the 18th, but ticket sales have been lackluster, which sucks. February 21st in Syracuse, New York at May Memorial Society. And February 19th to 23rd at the Folk Alliance in Montreal, de Belle-Province, Quebec. I will actually be out at the Hamilton show at Mills Hardware, February the 16th. If you are going out there, make sure and come along and say hola. Really looking forward to that one. All right. So this is their brand new one. It's going to be released within, I'd say, a few days. We're talking about Quote the Raven. And boy, can we not wait for this. Called Back in Spring. Trust me. I can't wait. Jigs and Reels Radio KW Mix 98.5.
I've got me reeling, and when it's coming on,
The harmonies on these two are the best I ever hear. Trust me, these guys are incredible together.
I'll turn you yellow.
Now, if I'm not mistaken, let me look at this.
I know it's not the first time. No, it's only natural. We'll be back in spring.
Nope, not that page on the message.
we started slowly, like we are serving time.
Can't remember what the, I think it was about his granddad. I'm trying to think of what the story is behind the song.
We'll be back in spring. 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 Round and round and round we go. We'll be coming back, you know.
Oh, for crying out loud, where is it? Oh, where is it? Where is it? Where is it?
I don't gotta be real. Here when it's coming on. When we reach the end, we'll be ready to begin. You know it's only that you we'll be back in spring. We'll be back in spring.
It's kind of interesting listening to this because it's really not. Like it's interesting to hear them. Because it's not what. Yeah. It's interesting hearing this style from them. Jigs and Reels Radio KW on Mix 98.5. That's Quote the Raven, a little more upbeat than what we're used to from them, but very, very, very good, obviously, because, of course, the harmonies are untouchable. Grayscout and their new song called Sarah is a newly formed alternative pop band based out of St. John's. Founded by Gracie Reed and, of course, Liz Fagan, the group brings a unique blend of sounds to the genre, such as the accordion and a digital synth instrument created from recorded material. Gracie, the lead vocalist and accordion player, produces the band's music, which gives full space for experimental freedom for the group to explore sounds. Grayscout's debut single, Sarah, dropped on February the 1st. The EP is set to release on March 1st. This song is its first on any radio station. I should preface this because all these new music songs that I play, I do not listen to. I do not pre-listen to. This is live from here in Kitchener, Ontario, Canada. Yes, Southern Ontario, not even in Newfoundland. I bring the Newfoundland music this way. And I never listen to a song because I want to be surprised and in awe, just like each and every one of you that is listening out there. So when I push play on this song, trust me, when I say this is the very first time I've heard this, it is true. It is the very first time I am hearing this. This is Grayscout and a song called Sarah. Jigs and Reels Radio KW on Mix 98.5.
Water Street in the November rain. Hanging out with you feels more like a day. Taxi cab back at 5 a.m. And kiss me goodbye like I was more than a friend. I Are you happier with him instead of me? Do you still feel like you did on Halloween? Stabs in the back, twice as bad. Do you really never wanna see me again? 'Cause when you told me everything feels wrong.
Oh, I love this.
Sarah, what is it you're running from? And what are you trying to prove?
Very alternative. Oh, very indie style. Gracie.
Indie music, bring all the cows.
What?
You always laughed at how I covered my mouth. White fur on the sweatshirt I wore. Now lives in the corner of my
Oh my
closet.
God, yeah.
Why are you trying to wipe your hands off me? Or are you just too afraid of what it means? Maybe you don't want to ever look back. Do you really never want to see me?
I'm getting a
again?
Cranberries vibe out of this too.
'Cause when you told me everything feels wrong, I said I feel it too.
Oh.
Sarah, what is it you're running from? And what are you trying to prove? But I wish you all the best, and I wish it didn't
Oh,
come to
wow.
this.
I would love to see these guys live.
And do voices in your head ever ask you if you live with no regrets? 'Cause when you told me everything feels wrong, I said I feel it too.
Wow.
Sarah, what is it you're running from? And what are you trying to prove?
Very strong. Very strong. Super cool. Jigs and Reels Radio KW Mix 98.5. That was a freaking cool track. Wow. That has that 90s vibe to it. The 90s Canadian rock vibe. Bang on. The group is called Grayscout. Song is called Sarah. It is out everywhere. Go find it. Go support them. Tell them how much you love the song and download it, please. We're moving on to this next group. Thanks to Ben, who finally got in touch with these guys. You know, I send them a message, and, you know, they don't answer back. And I'm like, damn, man. Like, looking at their page, and I'm like, it's pretty cool. I really wish I could have them on the air. And they know who they are. So I got Ben to reach out to them, Banks Music. And sure enough, they answered back, and we had a great conversation. And that was all today. So how cool is that? The technology. We're going to get their song on the radio. First time ever on a radio. That's right. Not Mexican radio. Those that know the song know the reference. This is on Newfoundland radio here in Ontario. Twin Brooks is an alternative rock band from St. John's, Newfoundland. Twin Brooks spent 2024 performing live and recording their debut album 12, which just was released in January, which I only have 2 tracks from, by the way, guys, so you need to send the other ones, okay? Come on. Their sound balances elements of soft rock, alternative rock, indie, emo, and even punk rock at times. So for fans of Mac DeMarco, Modern Baseball, and Mom Jeans, quote, unquote. The members of the band are as follows: Carson, the lead singer, rhythm, Lewis is lead guitar, and Owen on the drums. I'm not going to give you last names. You just need to know their first names, and you need to know the name of the band. Are you ready? The band is called Twin Brooks. The song that I chose is Her Secret. Brand new music. Never heard before. Radio debut. Jigs and Reels Radio KW Mix 98.5. Again, Twin Brooks. Loving the guitar.
sitting at the beach with sand between my feet. I've given you my speech, but you're home beneath your sheets. She smells just like rosebuds, the flower of my love.
Oh, guys, this is crazy. Not what I was expecting. Not what I was expecting at all.
I wish that I could go back to when we had our first chat, to when you used to be who I wanted there for me. I wish
Very.
that I could go back.
This should be on every university station. You guys need to hit the university circuit upcoming summer or fall. Frosh Week. Frosh Week 2025, guys. Oh.
Alone because he struggles and he thinks that it's his
Yes.
trouble. But really he is fine. It's not your secret, it's mine.
Yeah.
I wish that I could go back to when we had our first.
See, this is what I like about New Music Monday, is when I listen to it for the first time, I am blown away. There is a lot of talent in this, man. Yeah, you guys need to hit that circuit, and this is that sound. Up here, Laurier and Waterloo, University of Waterloo, guys, you would nail it. I think we should talk. I don't hear Everclear in this, Jeremy. I don't. This is their own. I don't hear anything of similarities. Crazy. Jigs and Reels Radio, KW Mix 98.5. That is none other than Twin Brooks. Three lads and a song called Her Secret. Wow. Again, I really, really enjoy the New Music Monday because I never hear the song ever before, and I am like blown away by this. University sound all the way. University circuit, hit up Memorial University. Guys, you got that sound. You have that sound to get on that stage and to join other. That it's just such a cool sound, and it would hit a lot of people in that chest with that sound. Great work. Love it. Twin Brooks. Find them. You saw me tag them, so you follow them as well. Final song here on the New Music Monday. Zealya has got herself a new song coming out February the 14th, and it has absolutely nothing to do with Valentine's Day. However, the song is called Venus Flytrap. Brand new music from Zealya. I can't wait to listen to the words on this. Brand new music on New Music Monday. Jigs and Reels Radio, KW Mix 98.5.
Yeah, you're one hater, insecure, intimidated, troublemaker, see you later. I should be saying manipulator, should save her, self-medicator. What is up, girl, that went torn between two and stuck in a Venus flytrap for you.
Oh!
Feeling as if
Listen to this.
something that has passed me by, and now it's all gone.
Oh! Hello, Tommy Ryan Thompson.
But you're a woman hater, instigator, intimidator, troublemaker, see you later. I should be saving, manipulator, trying to save her, self-medicator.
Oh, I love the bluesy sound of this. Well, I'll tell you, Lewis, that was a bang-up job on that track, dude. That's the type of music I like listening to when just chilling. That was really good. You got to send me the rest of the album so I can upload it to Live 365. I want all the songs. Don't hold back on me. But yeah, I can see you guys doing like an Everclear track or a Blink 182, that sort of, but scale it down. But yeah, I can see you guys doing that with your own sound. So I go back to that woman hater. I was not expecting this from Zealya at all. Like, this could be a Valentine's Day song. It could be. You just never know. You just never know. Never know. Jason Reels Radio KW Mix 98.5. Dude dropped a stick. That was crazy. I loved it. Zealya, not what I was expecting. That's what I like about this New Music Mondays, is because you just never know what to expect if you've never heard the song before. That is the radio debut of Zealya's Venus Flytrap. Could it be? Could it be a Valentine's Day song? It entirely depends. It could be. You know, maybe not on the positive side of Valentine's, but it is being released on Friday everywhere on streaming platforms. Yes, Venus Flytrap. What a bluesy sound to that. Oh, man. Again, not what I was expecting from her at all. So she just blows me away every time I hear something from her. Now, Zealya is booked for the Summer Fest that I do each and every year. This year it's called Showcase on the Rock because it's not a jam anymore. Because what I do is I showcase new music like this. So you guys from, you know what band, from Twin Brooks, you guys might be on that same bill. Can't tell you where it is, but it is August 22nd to 25th in Newfoundland. It is 3 days of new music, unreleased, new musicians, everybody in between, seasoned. It don't matter. What it's there for is to showcase your talent. Just like the New Music Mondays, that's what this Showcase on the Rock is all about. And it will continue being called Showcase on the Rock each and every year. All right, that was it. What did you think? So again, Spotify, all your streaming platforms will be available very, very soon. We got some birthdays to get through. Ziggy's in the house, so we will get to him at the top of the hour. Kathleen Coombs-Reed, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Bill Hart Sr., Cousin Bill's Music group. He's on Facebook. Do give him a follow. He's a big supporter of Newfoundland music. Claire Porter celebrated her birthday. Claire Porter and Stouts. She performed with my guys, Midnight Watch, there last week. So happy birthday to you, Claire Porter. Ryan Snow, Brenda Power, the other half of another dynamic duo, Damien Follett's Brenda Power. Definitely keeps him in line. And of course, I cannot forget about my future son-in-law, who's someday soon would be my son-in-law. Talking about Mr. Ruben Russolano. Congratulations and a happy birthday to you. Him and Delaney are actually heading out to Spain and Portugal with his parents over the next little bit. On the 20th, I think, is when they leave. So congratulations. Looking forward to that trip. I am sure they are. Delaney's a huge KC fan, by the way. And, you know, I wasn't going to talk about the Super Bowl, but go Eagles. Go Eagles. I tell you, way to go. They knocked off KC. And I'm only saying that because Delaney's a KC fan. And of course, we cannot forget about, yes, I know Joanne Lay Cadero. I know. Okay. Andy Lay celebrating his 71st birthday. I got a special song because Joanne, Chelsea, and Crystal were too afraid to ask me themselves, hey, Dad, can you ask Dean if he can play a song for us for your birthday? You know what, girls? I'm gonna. Because why? Because I love Andy Lay. All for the love of a girl. This is Andy Lay and his birthday song on Jigs and Reels Radio KW, Mix 98.5.
Well, today
I knew you'd find that funny, Crystal.
Today I'm so blue, sad and broken hearted, and it's all.
I love Andy's voice. I absolutely love Andy's voice. He could sing anything. Oh my God. This, when 570 CKGL was on, you betcha, Dougie, when CKGL had their classic country stuff on, this reminds me of that when I was a kid. Just his sound. Oh, hey Zig.
That set your heart to go.
Zig.
I'm a man who give his life and the joys of this world. Oh,
Yeah, I agree. He is authentic. He is your traditional country. We're gonna get after this song. Zig. The traditional of him is unbelievable. Can't say enough about Andy Lay.
it's all for the love of a dear
Yeah.
girl. All for the love that set your heart.
That's an old country song.
It is.
From the 50s.
It is. From Johnny Horton, redone by a guy in Newfoundland named Mr. Andy Lay. You should hear some of the stuff he does. Like, listen to that voice.
Certain music.
Mm-hmm. This is hurting. Jigs and Reels Radio KW. Happy birthday to you, Mr. Andy Lay. And a song called All for the Love of a Girl. Well, that'll about do things for me this evening. I hope y'all had yourself a great time. The tribute to Crewe of Corey and Trina, who passed away over the weekend. Thank you for joining me for that. That was a very special moment for me to talk about the memory of him and play his old album as well from Corey and Trina. So that'll be it for me. We do this again next Monday night at 6 o'clock Eastern, 7:30 Newfoundland time. When you hear Heave Away from the Fables, you know you're listening to another show of Jigs and Reels Radio KW here on Mix 98.5. So until next Monday night, may God bless you. May God bless Tropical Island of Canada, known as Newfoundland. You guys have yourself a great week. Good night. Guys, have yourself a good one. Always a pleasure. Have a great week, guys.